Nature has given us 2 ears, 2 eyes, and only 1 tongue. We must hear and see more than we speak. We can easily forgive a child who is afraid of the dark. The real tragedy of life is when people are afraid of the light. Failing is not failure. Failure is when you stand still where you fell. I can't teach anyone anything. I can only make them think. He who is not satisfied with what he has, will not be satisfied with what he wants to have. In childhood be modest, in youth be full of energy, in adulthood be balanced, and in old age be wise. If a man is proud of his wealth, he should not be praised until it is known how he used it. He who wants to move the world must first move himself. Socrates. Strong minds talk about ideas, average minds talk about events, weak minds talk about people. Remember, what is inappropriate to do is also not worth talking about. The years go by makes the skin wrinkle, but lack of enthusiasm makes the soul wrinkle. The only good is knowledge and the only evil is ignorance. Our prayers should be for blessings in general, for God knows best what is good for us. True wisdom comes to us when we realize how little we understand about life, ourselves, and the world around us. A life that is not tested is not worth living. Curiosity is the beginning of wisdom. Humans are of 2 kinds, wise men who know they are stupid, and fools who think they are wise. Be careful when making friendships, but when you have started, be steadfast and constant. Take your time to improve yourself with other people's writings so that you will easily discover what others have been striving for. Envy is an ulcer of the soul. When the debate is over, slander becomes the instrument of the loser. Smart people learn from everything and from everyone, ordinary people from their experiences, stupid people already have all the answers. If you want to be a good horseman, ride the worst horse, because if you can tame them, you can tame them all. I fear that by observing things with my eyes and trying to understand them with each of my senses, I might blind my soul altogether. The secret of happiness is not found in seeking more, but in developing the ability to enjoy less. Are you not ashamed to accumulate money and honor and reputation, and care so little about wisdom and truth and improving the quality of the soul? Give knowledge over wealth, for one is temporary, the other is eternal. I know nothing but the fact of my ignorance. Do not be happy when people praise all your words and actions, but rather appreciate those who are kind enough to rebuke your mistakes. It is not life, but the good life that is to be cherished. Slanderers don't hurt me because they don't hit me. When you want wisdom and insight as much as you want to breathe, that is when you will have them. Beware of the barrenness of busy life. Remember, no human condition is permanent. Then you must not be too happy with good fortune or too sad in bad luck. I conclude it is not wisdom that allows poets to write their poems, but a kind of instinct or inspiration, as you find in fortune tellers and prophets who convey all their messages without knowing the slightest meaning. One should not take revenge, nor persecute anyone, no matter how badly one is treated by him. The hour of departure has come and we go our separate ways. I die, and you live. Which one is better? Only God knows. People of no worth just love to eat and drink, people who are worth eating and drinking just alive. The less we desire, the more we resemble the gods. False words are not only evil in themselves, but also infect the soul with evil. Wars, revolutions, and battles are caused solely by the body and its desires. All wars are fought for wealth, and the reason why we must acquire wealth is the body, because we're slaves who serve it. Life contains only two tragedies. First, don't get your heart's desire. The second is to get it. The closest way to success is trying to become what you want to be. Anyway, get married. If you get a good wife you will be happy, and if you get a bad one you will become a philosopher. I really am too honest to be a politician and live. I am neither Athenian, nor Greek, but a citizen of the world. I am certainly wiser than this man. Quite possibly none of us have knowledge to be proud of, but he thinks he knows something he doesn't, whereas I am quite aware of my ignorance. After all, I seem to be wiser than him by far, for I don't think that I know what I don't know. Don't call a man unhappy until he is married. Nothing is better than justice. I pray, O Lord, that I will be beautiful on the inside. Where there is respect there is fear, but there is no respect where there is fear, for fear may have a wider range than respect. Ordinary people do not seem to realize that those who actually prepare themselves in the right way for philosophy are directly and of their own volition preparing themselves to die. See one headland, one mountain, one sea, one river and see them all. A system of morality based on relative emotional values is a mere illusion, a wholly vulgar conception that has no roots in it and has no truth. Fame is the perfume of heroic action. Education earned with money is worse than having no education at all. Whenever people are lied to and form opinions about the truth, it is clear that error has slipped into their minds through a medium that resembles the truth. Fear of death, friends, thinking only that we are wise, without being wise, for thinking we know what we do not know. Death may be the greatest good that can happen, but we fear as if we know full well that it is the greatest horror. And isn't this a way of thinking as if we know what we don't know? Comic and tragedy go hand in hand, like light and shadow. Give me beauty in the inner soul, may the outward and inward unite. The rich are fulfilled with the few, for fulfillment is natural wealth. Beauty is short-lived tyranny. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. There is but one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. Be nice, because everyone you meet is fighting hard in their own battle. If you don't get what you want, you suffer. If you get what you don't want, you suffer. Even when you get what you want, you still suffer because you can't keep it forever. Thoughts become your trouble. He wants to be free from change. Pain-free, free from the troubles of life and death. But change is law and no pretense will change that reality. Be what you want to be. Don't do to others what makes you angry if done to you by someone else. Evil people live so that they may eat and drink, while good people eat and drink so that they may live. I know that I am intelligent, because I know that I know nothing. Remember that nothing is stable in human affairs, therefore avoid undue joy in wealth, or undue depression in adversity. We can't live better than trying to be better. No one has the right to be an amateur in terms of physical skills. It is a shame for a person to grow old without seeing the beauty and strength that his body is capable of. There are two kinds of mental illness, vice and ignorance. Sometimes you put up a wall not to drive people away, but to see who cares enough to destroy it. When I have the least desire, I am closest to the gods. Kids today love luxury. They have bad behavior, rebel against authority, they show no respect for their parents and like to chat in the study area. All wars are fought for wealth. Be the type of person you want others to think of you. The greatest blessing given to mankind comes through madness, which is a divine gift. It is impossible to attain the highest plane of thought without first attaining the understanding of compassion. The easiest and noblest way is not to destroy others, but to improve yourself. Through your robes I see your arrogance. Crito, I owe Asclepius, do you remember to pay the debt? To find yourself, think about yourself. Only the very stupid or the very intelligent can resist change. People demand freedom of speech in order to get to the freedom of thought they shun. From the deepest desire often springs the deadliest hatred. It is better to change an opinion than to hold on to a wrong opinion.